For number 1, the advertising expenditure X and the sales Y in thousands of pesos for a small retail business in the first 8 years in operation are shown in the table below. So, in this word problem, we will find the regression line that will predict the sales, and then B, on average, for each additional $1,000 spent on advertising, how does the revenue change? Explain. And for letter C, estimate the revenue if 2,500 pesos is spent on advertising next year. So the next thing that we are going to do is to compute for the correlation coefficient, or the R, using this formula right here. And since we don't have the exact values to substitute in the formula, we will look for the summation of x, y, x squared, y squared, and xy. We will then proceed to substituting these values to the formula, which gives us R is equals to 0.83. The next thing that we are going to do is to test the significance of R using this formula right here. We will then substitute R and N to their corresponding variables, which is equals to 3.65. In comparing, we find that 3.65 is greater than 2.447, which is the critical value. So there is a significant relationship between the two variables. We will then move on to the regression analysis. So what we're going to do is to compute the values of A and B in the regression equation. Since we have the values to substitute in our regression equation, we will then substitute the values to their corresponding variables. We will then estimate the revenue if 2,500 pesos is spent on advertising next year. So the answer would be Y is equals to 105,169 pesos.